Welcome to the final outcome, where we step back and weigh up the real value of ICT in your studies. The focus here is honest evaluation, how these tools improve both the quality and the efficiency of your own academic work. Let's frame what this outcome is really about. ICT means the digital tools you use to study, and here you're asked to judge how much those tools actually help you. The focus is your own academic work, not gadgets for their own sake, and you'll look at two things throughout: the quality of your work and the speed of it. You'll draw on real personal examples and be honest about where your skills could still improve. The assessment here rests on evaluation, so let's be precise about it. Use your own personal examples rather than general claims. Remember that to evaluate means to weigh up strengths and weaknesses and keep the focus on two things: quality and efficiency. Show where ICT improved your work. Show honestly where it can still improve, and finish with a clear, evidenced overall judgment. Evaluate is a command word that trips people up, so let's unpack what it asks you to write. Describe. State which ICT tool you used and when. Analyze. Explain how it changed your work. Weigh up. Give the benefits, but the drawbacks too. Judge. Decide how valuable it was overall. And evidence. Back every point with a personal example. In short, to evaluate you, go beyond describing. Balance points, your own examples, and a reasoned judgment about quality and efficiency. A few terms to anchor the outcome. ICT is the digital tools used to find, create, and share information. Quality is how good your work is, its accuracy, clarity, structure, and academic standard. Efficiency is how much time and effort a task takes to reach that standard. To evaluate, as we've said, is to weigh strengths and weaknesses into a reasoned judgment. And a VLE is a virtual learning environment, an online platform such as Moodle or Canvas that hosts your course. Email is the backbone of formal communication in higher education. It's your formal channel to tutors and support staff, and it creates a written record of whatever was agreed. A clear subject line helps your message actually get read, and a professional tone protects your academic reputation. Attachments let you share drafts and evidence quickly, and because everything is stored, you can search and revisit replies months later. Let's write a professional email, say, asking your tutor for a short extension. Give it a clear subject line, like extension request, Unit U 2001-01 term assignment. Open with a proper greeting using their correct title, Dear Dr. Ahmed. Give your reason in one or two honest sentences, with no long story. Then state the specific new date you're asking for. Close politely with your thanks and your full name. A focused, polite email like that is easier for the tutor and reflects well on you. The VLE and its discussion boards are worth using fully. The VLE holds your materials, deadlines, and grades in one place, and the discussion boards let you ask and answer questions in the open. Because posts are visible, classmates learn from one another, and you can revisit a thread when you're revising a topic later. Notifications keep you aware of new tasks, and having everything in one place saves a lot of searching. Email and discussion boards each have their moment. Email is best for private or personal matters, formal requests to staff, sending drafts and evidence, and one-to-one questions. A discussion board is better for questions the whole class shares, coordinating a group project, seeing your peers' ideas, and building on earlier posts. Choosing the right one for the situation is itself a small mark of digital competence. ICT has quietly transformed how feedback works. tutors deliver it as comments right on your document, and tracked changes show you exactly what to improve. You can act on that feedback and resubmit quickly, and peer review lets classmates comment on each other's drafts. Acting on feedback is what raises the quality of your later work, and because digital feedback is stored, you can reuse those lessons again and again. Let's gather the ways ICT lifts the quality of your work. Spell and grammar checkers cut down careless errors, and reference tools help you format citations correctly. Word processors let you redraft without rewriting from scratch, and online databases put credible, current sources at your fingertips. Diagrams and tables present data more clearly than prose alone, and version history means an earlier draft is always recoverable. Now the efficiency side. Search finds sources in seconds rather than hours. Templates hand you a ready-made structure for an assignment, and cloud storage lets you pick up your work on any device. Calendars and reminders keep your deadlines on track. Copy, paste, and edit save you retyping the same thing. And shared documents let a whole group work at the same time. Each of these buys back time you can spend thinking. It helps to see quality and efficiency as two sides of one judgment. On the quality side, fewer spelling and grammar errors, accurate and consistent referencing, clearer structure and presentation, and stronger, more credible sources. On the efficiency side, faster research and note-taking, less time spent formatting, deadlines tracked automatically, and easy redrafting and resubmission. A strong evaluation speaks to both sides, not just one. Let's check in. What's the difference between quality and efficiency? Can you name one ICT tool that improves the quality of your work? And why must your evidence use personal examples rather than general claims? Have a think before we carry on. AI tools deserve a careful word here too. They can suggest ideas, structure, or explanations, but they're a starting point, never the finished work. You must always check AI output for accuracy, and the words and thinking you submit have to be your own. Undeclared AI use can count as academic misconduct, so follow your provider's policy on AI every single time. Let's be concrete about where the line sits. Acceptable uses include having a difficult concept explained to you, getting an essay structure to consider, checking the grammar on your own draft, or generating practice questions to revise from. Unacceptable uses include submitting AI text as your own, copying answers without understanding them, letting the AI invent references, and hiding that you used it at all. When in doubt, ask whether you'd happily declare it. Here's how you'd declare and reference an AI tool used to explain a term. Add a note: I used ChatGPT to clarify the term VLE. Name the tool, its version, and the date you used it, and give the prompt if your provider requires it. Add a full reference in your reference list, and never present the AI's words as your own. The reference might read, OpenAI 2024 ChatGPT, a large language model, available at chat.openai.com, access the 4th of August 2026. Honest declaration is what protects your integrity. This outcome also asks you to turn the lens on yourself. List the ICT tools you already use confidently, and name the tasks where you still feel slow or unsure. Match each skill to a real piece of your work and judge whether the tool genuinely raised your quality or your speed. Then set one clear target to improve a weak skill. That honest self-review is exactly what the criterion rewards. Let's model a full evaluation of how ICT helped with your last essay. On efficiency, Google Scholar found 5 sources in 10 minutes. On quality, The reference tool formatted my Harvard citations correctly. Then, an honest drawback. The grammar checker missed a wrong word choice. An improvement. I still proofread slowly, so I'll learn some keyboard shortcuts. And a judgment. Overall, ICT saved me time and lifted my marks. That's a complete answer. Personal examples, benefits, a drawback, a target, and a clear verdict on quality and efficiency. A short glossary for this stretch. Referencing is crediting the sources of ideas and words using a set style such as Harvard. Academic integrity is producing honest work that's your own and properly credits others. Generative AI is software that creates text or images from a prompt, like a chatbot. A transferable skill is one useful across study, work, and life. Using ICT confidently is a good example. And employability is the mix of skills and qualities that make you attractive to employers. It's worth seeing how far these skills carry beyond the course. Employers expect confident use of email and documents as a matter of course. Managing your files and deadlines shows you're organized, and presenting data clearly is valued in almost every job. ICT skills transfer straight into work and further study. Responsible AI use is fast becoming a workplace expectation, and naming these skills explicitly strengthens a CV or an application. Let's check the key points. Can you name one acceptable and one unacceptable use of AI? How would you declare AI use in an assignment? And why is ICT proficiency considered a transferable skill? Take a moment with those three. Let's give your evaluation a clear shape. Open by naming the ICT tool and the task. Give a personal example of it helping the quality of your work. Then a personal example of it helping your efficiency. Include one honest limitation or weakness, state one area you plan to improve, and end with a clear overall judgment of its value. Follow that structure, and you'll cover everything the criterion asks for. One more Harvard reference to practice on. Stella Cottrell's The Study Skills Handbook. 5th edition 2019. Red Globe Press, London. Author surname and initial, Cottrell, S, year in brackets. Title in italics, then the edition. Place of publication and publisher. Combine the parts in the right order and you get Cottrell, S, 2019, The Study Skills Handbook, 5th edition, London, Red Globe Press. Let's flag the common mistakes so you can sidestep them, only describing tools instead of evaluating them, making general claims with no personal example behind them, listing all the benefits but never a single drawback, trusting spell check to catch every error, using AI output without checking or declaring it, and forgetting to reach a clear final judgment on value. Avoid those 6, and your evaluation will be far stronger. Let's bring the outcome together. ICT supports your communication, your research, and the feedback you receive. It raises both the quality and the efficiency of your work. AI can help, but only when used honestly and declared. Your evaluation needs your own examples and a real, reasoned judgment, and naming your ICT skills boosts your employability too. Above all, balance the strengths, the weaknesses, and your next steps.